Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Shantaria Marie, and in this video, I'm going to do a comparison of two freelance websites that I work on, Fiverr.com and Upwork.com. There is a difference between the two. Now, I will say, recently I got two jobs. One was for $175 and the other one was for $170. One was on Fiverr and the other was on Upwork. Now, as you can see on the screen right here, this is a $170 job that I got on Fiverr. Now, as it says right here, up to 4,250 words for 170 bucks. So it was a blog post. So my client wanted me to actually read a blog post of theirs about SEO. And so I naturally recorded this blog post talking about SEO with over 4,000 words, as it says right here. And it took me about 2 hours to complete. So it was like kind of like 45 minutes was me recording the entire blog post. And then it took me a little over an hour to actually edit it, because editing does take more time than recording. You have to make sure there's no noises, there's no pops, there's nothing else in the background. And so that took me 2 hours to complete. Now, this is the difference between Fiverr and Upwork, is the jobs are higher paying on Upwork than they are Fiverr, because this job took me 2 hours to complete, 170 bucks. Now let's go to Upwork. Now, you go to Upwork and you see here $175 earned for this job, where it says, need someone to do voice recording for 60-second and 30-second commercial, no music. So I made $175 from a 60-second and 30-second commercial. And actually didn't even end up being that. It ended up being about 45 seconds, one 45-second commercial that took me about 15 minutes to complete. Literally, I shit you not, 15 minutes to complete, and I made 175 bucks. See, this is Upwork and April 2018. That is currently July 2018. Go back here, Fiverr, 170 bucks, 2 hours. Upwork, 175 bucks, 15 minutes. It's serious. Like, it's so serious. So that's, to me, the greatest difference between Fiverr and Upwork. You will get higher paying jobs that you spend less time on through Upwork than on Fiverr. I mean, it is Fiverr. It is a lower price platform. It's called Fiverr, like $5, right? So this is Upwork right here, and look at the feedback. Shantaria did a voice recording for me. We needed a variety of voices. She has a very smooth and understandable voice. Her enunciation is excellent. She did exactly what was asked and was very prompt with her responses. Great job. And all 5s across the board, which is really remarkable. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. And although it says April 2018 to July 2018, it actually ended up being August that I completed it, which is now early August right now. Today's August 9th. But the client kind of had a few things that she had to go back and forth with the company she was working with and whatnot. So it was a few of us that it took her a while to come back to and get everything together, because it was kind of like reading testimonials from her clients and kind of being the voice for that testimonial. And so this really happened. I shit you not. Most people don't make this in one day. If you make 10 bucks an hour, you will not make 175 bucks in one day. I made this in 15 minutes. Seriously, like, no joke. So to me, that is the greatest difference, is that you will get higher paying jobs on Upwork than on Fiverr. But of course, I work on both platforms, because you have to have different arenas that you're working with. You can't just have one that you want to rely on. I think last week I was talking about actors. Like, they have one job that they focus on. Like, no, I focus on many different jobs. I put in applications on many different platforms. So it's not just, me focusing on one thing and being upset if I don't get it, because I have backups. So yeah, that's totally, for me, the difference between Fiverr and Upwork. Upwork is a more upscale version of Fiverr, and you will earn more. 15 minutes. I made 175 bucks in 15 minutes. And also I would say when it comes to for this job right here, and because I'm a top rated seller on Upwork, apparently certain jobs, they will only charge 10%. Like Upwork will get 10% of the job, whereas on Fiverr, every job that you do, they always take 20%. Whatever job you do on Fiverr, they will always take 20%. So if you take away the 20% from this $170, I made about $68 an hour on Fiverr. $68 an hour for this job right here that took me 2 hours to do. Whereas on Upwork, they only took 10% of this. So that's $17.50 taken away from $175. If you total that out, I made $157.50 in 15 minutes. $157 in 15 minutes. Can you imagine if I did 4 of those jobs in 1 hour? Pretty amazing, right? That's what being an entrepreneur does. Well, if you find the jobs, because it's not always, like clockwork, it's not that easy for most people and whatnot. But I'm thankful for the jobs that I do get from my clients and whatnot like that. But I would have never been able to have made $157 in 15 minutes working at Walmart. And that's what I did for 5.5 years. So for myself, it was opening myself up to something new, finding out how I could become an entrepreneur and what I enjoyed doing. And even for me as a voiceover actress, when I was growing up, I did not like the sound of my voice. And today I get paid for my voice. I literally made $157.50. This is of course the 175 minus the 10%. I made that in 15 minutes. So that's pretty amazing to me. These platforms as freelancers, and it's not just voiceovers that you can do on Fiverr or Upwork. There's many different jobs that you can do as a freelancer. You don't have to just stick to one, stick to multiple, because I also do videos for my clients as well, and videos are higher paying as well. So this is the difference between Fiverr and Upwork. That's just a quick example to show you the difference between the two platforms, or the difference between the jobs. Like Upwork is totally more so an upscale version of Fiverr, but they're both good platforms. But to get your foot in the door, I feel like Fiverr is the beginning of it. And once you have that credibility, you've mastered your skill so much more, or whatever talent it is that you have, then you go to Upwork. That's the next step. Don't just stay in one spot. And when I first started out, that's what I did. I stuck to Fiverr only. It's like I was afraid of other platforms, which is really weird. But when I got into Upwork, that was like, oh, wow. Yes. So pretty much the reason why I did recently did tutorial videos for Fiverr is because I feel like it's the way to get your foot in the door in freelancing. It absolutely is. But Upwork is the next step up. Always think about, how can I get to the next level? What's next for me? So yeah, that completes this video about the difference between the freelance websites, Fiverr.com and Upwork.com. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you found something that will help you in your freelance journey or your entrepreneur journey, then be sure to like, comment, and of course, subscribe to my channel for the next video. Thank you.